Hey, this is Emily at Oz Inflatable Kayaks. This is the AdvancedFrame Sport Elite. This is the AdvancedFrame Ultralight. They kind of look the same, but they're actually not the same kayak. And in this video, I'm going to go through the pros and cons of each and the differences, both big and minor, hopefully to help you decide which one is right for you. Now, the most obvious difference is that the Ultralight's only 8 kilograms. Now, the Sport Elite's really, really light at 12 kilograms. That's like awesomely lightweight. So 8 kilograms is amazing, especially because it's not a pack raft. So pack rafts are these tiny, tiny little kayaks that, weigh like 3 kilograms that are designed to, you hike up a mountain and then you paddle down the river. And as you can see from the performance on the water, they're not really much to paddle. The Ultralight is decent. Like, it's a properly shaped kayak, paddles nicely in the water, all of that for only 8 kilograms. And it really is 8 to 8.5, sort of depending on the day. It really is very lightweight. This is me about 3 months after giving birth, and I was able to lift this kayak up. This is us doing some ads. Lee's like, why don't you hold it up and talk for the whole ad? I'm like, sure. Just trying to show to people that it really is that lightweight. So what's the flip side? Because, I'm a big fan of getting the lightest kayak you can possibly get, right, that meets your needs. The trade-off is performance. As you can see, the Sport Elite is a much faster kayak, and it also tracks straighter in the water. You have less waggle in the water. And there's a few reasons for that. One of the main ones is you sit quite a bit higher in the Sport Elite. See where the elbow is in the Sport Elite here, and then see where the elbow is in the Ultralight. When you sit low, you're sort of limited to this kind of movement, right, with your arms. Whereas when you sit a bit higher, you have the ability to extend the arms, rotate the torso, push through the feet, and use the entire body in the paddling motion, which of course allows you to go much faster. The reason you sit higher is the floors are different. So the AdvancedFrame Sport Elite comes with the drop stitch floor. Drop stitch is a very high pressure chamber that they make stand-up paddleboards out of. And it's about this thick, right? The Ultralight has a foam floor that's about this thick. So you're physically sitting higher, but you also have a much more rigid floor in the Sport Elite. So this drop stitch becomes hard. Imagine, stand-up paddleboard. Imagine someone standing on one point. It's got to stay rigid. The foam floor doesn't really give you a lot of rigidity, just a little bit of lift and buoyancy. Now, a lot of people ask this, so I'm just going to cut straight to this point. Well, why don't we take the drop stitch floor and put it into the Ultralight? Advanced Elements kind of go, you're not really supposed to do that, but really you can do it. I've done it. This is me doing it right now. We have lots of customers that do it. It does fit. Couple of things to consider. You lose some of the weight advantage. So whereas you had a sort of 3.5 to 4 kilogram advantage over the AdvancedFrame Sport Elite, this floor adds 1.7 kilograms because the floor you're replacing it with, the little black foam floor, weighs hardly anything. And so all of a sudden you're up near 10 kilograms now, and you don't quite have that same advantage. You've only got a 2 kilogram advantage. The other thing to note is the foot space. So they give you just enough foot space, like vertical foot space, with a floor this thick. If you put in a floor this thick, you got this much less foot space. Okay, so if you've got long feet or you want your feet to be perfectly upright when you paddle, you're going to have a problem if you do this. I actually have jammed the foot brace in there, but the foot brace, often people say it just doesn't fit. I just deflated it till I could get it in there because it actually pops the deck up nicely. But that's the other thing to consider. However, it makes a hell of a difference. This is Catherine. This is choppy water, and she does lots of really good paddles with people in Tasmania in her group that have, expedition elites, AdvancedFrame elites, sport elites, and she's keeping up with them because she's got that drop stitch floor. See how much higher she's sitting in that kayak than in the picture we showed. However, she is still waggling a bit. You can see that height there. She can really engage quite well. So you get a better speed with the drop stitch floor. You lose some of the weight benefit, and you do still waggle. Now, let's get on to some of the other differences. Although the Ultralight has the 5 centimeter foam base in the floor, it does not have the lumbar cushion because the lumbar cushion is made of PVC. PVC is heavy, and the purpose of this kayak is to be light. In terms of pack up and setup, The Sport Elite slightly easier and slightly quicker. You can see here it clocks in, both of them clock in at just under 5 minutes. When we look at the AdvancedFrame Ultralight, it's quite a different structural setup. You have 2 side chambers instead of one sort of circular main tube, and you have to partially inflate both of those to then slot this deck riser into the inner tube covers. You can't do it deflated, you can't do it fully inflated, and then you go back and keep going with the inflation. So because of that, it ends up being about a minute longer than the Sport Elite, and a bit more fiddlier, I would say, as well. Like getting that floor in and out, it's a little tricky. It just requires a bit more patience, I would say. So here we come in at about 6 minutes for both, so like a minute more. Now, to me, a minute's not worth the decision making, but the fiddliness might be. If you're someone who goes, with fiddliness, maybe you don't want to go down that path. Now, one of the ways they got this kayak lighter is they actually changed the hull material. So PVC tarpaulin is the standard hull material on all the AdvancedFrame line. It's pretty thick, it's pretty durable, and it's quite stiff, right? So when you fold, you're folding stiff material. They put polyurethane tarpaulin on the hull of the Ultralight. Now, it feels thinner, and you see wrinklers in it. It is thinner, you see wrinklers. Durability-wise, I actually think it's more durable than the PVC tarpaulin. I've really tested this out because I was a bit worried about it when we first got it. Went over mangroves, rocks, a few things, not even scratches, whereas the PVC one, you will get some scratches on. It's just cosmetic, but you'll get them. And what the polyurethane means is because it's not as stiff as the PU tarpaulin, it folds down really, really small. You can see how small it just packs down there. It's actually slightly harder to fold because it's so floppy, the material. But anyway, what does all this mean in terms of these structural differences I'm talking about, the materials, the aluminium, the lack of the lumbar cushion? What it means, though, is you don't get as good a capacity. I'm not an engineer. Don't ask me structurally why this happens, but you have not only lesser capacity overall, but less of a capacity in terms of maximum paddler weight. Now, note that these figures here are for when there is not a drop stitch floor, just the regular floor. If you put in a drop stitch floor, you'd easily get this up to 100 kilograms for paddler weight. Now, for whatever reason, also, the cockpit's just not as long. Even though the kayak's the same length, the way it's designed, the way it comes in at the front here, we maxed this one out at about 6 foot for a paddler, whereas the Sport Elite, you can go to 6 foot. Bear in mind, these are approximates. It's going to depend on your actual leg length, etc. The other differences are to do with what it comes with in the bag. So the Sport Elite comes like this with this bag. It's got shoulder straps here, but no backpack straps. You have to buy the foot brace separately for the Sport Elite, whereas it comes included with the AdvancedFrame Ultralight, but that's easily solved. Like I said, you just buy it separately. There's backpack straps on the bag with the AdvancedFrame Ultralight. It's designed to take hiking, right? So it makes sense. If you like the sound of that and you want a Sport Elite, get in touch. We usually have a solution we can offer you, maybe a different bag, something like that. So who do we usually end up selling the Ultralight to? We sell it to people that want to hike, right? If you want to go find a beautiful remote spot, this is the kayak because it still gives you that really good paddling performance, but super easy to hike around with. And then we sell it to people for whom 12 kilograms is not an option. It's not accessible to them. And, if you weigh it up, it's much better to be on the water in an 8 kilogram kayak that's still really good to paddle than not on the water at all. And most of you aren't sitting there directly comparing these two like I am, so you'll never know. Like, we get great reviews from the Ultralight. People love it because if you haven't paddled anything else, you're like, oh, this is awesome. So I hope that helps you decide. Essentially, if you can handle 12 kilograms, the Sport's a better kayak. If you can't handle it or you want to go hiking, the Ultralight gives you the option to do that. And we're all about options here at Oz Inflatable Kayaks. That's why we stock such a wide range. If you have any questions about these two kayaks or about which one's going to be right for you, please get in touch. This is Emily at Oz Inflatable Kayaks.